Hello. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What's up, boys? What's up, gentlemen? How are we doing? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to. One moment, please. Let me pop the chat out. Stick it over here. And then. There we go. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could just scoot this over and then move this to fit in here. There we go. That's better. Right? I'd say that's better. Evening, Johnny Zert. LJL, I can indeed hear you. Yes, can hear. Chillin'. 3 Hohen, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, 3 Hohen? LJL, I do have tags for the... How do you say his name, by the way? Is it Belisarius? Belisarius deck? But they're for the flavor of the deck. Watching people's bracket breaking with March Madness. Very cool. I mean, the deck itself, for the most part, is for the flavor. Yo, what's going on, Lunar Slate? P-Mac, what's up? LJL, you nailed it. Belisarius. What's up, P-Mac? How we doing, my guy? Okay. So I guess let's look at his submission. Oh. That's what I did. One moment. There we go. Sorry I couldn't join you for Commander. Oh, you're good, dude. It was on such short notice. Totally good. Let me make sure I got my... Well, I still got like 4 minutes wiggle room. I still got 4 minutes wiggle room before I'm on the clock, boys. So I'm gonna open this carbonated water. LJL, no face cam today? No face cam today because I moved my setup and I really like the angle in the shot. The only issue is the color grading. I cannot get it right at all. And it's just pissing me off when I look at it. So I'm not going to look at it today. Oh, yes, the carbonated water, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is Alex in the chat yet? He submitted the Dragon deck. Brother, you are all good. Bougie. All right. I'm going to take a little drink of this and what's been going on with you guys? Anybody have anything exciting happen today? Any funny stories to tell the chat today? Because not really. I played a couple games with 3 Hohen and Alex, the guy who submitted the deck today. That was very fun. It was a funny game. 3 Hohen's Bumbleflower deck absolutely popped off, dude, as most Bumbleflower decks do. I think we can just barely see you in the bottom left. Oh, really? That'd be funny as hell. Oh, you can. You can just barely see me in the bottom left. Haha! What about now? Oh, yeah. I see what's going on. There we go. Think I fixed it. Or made it worse. One or the other. There we go. Fixed it. Thanks for pointing that out. Just chilling and working. Glad to finally catch a stream at the start. LOL. Just went to shop to sell some singles is all. Hell yeah. I wanted to ask, what's the deck contest, Nick? I didn't hear about it until now. No, who snitched? Are you referring to the all for one deck contest where we're gonna I want people to submit commander decks that are made with only one set, where you can only use one set for your deck. Lands can be whatever, but for the actual deck, you can only use cards from one set. Yes, that is that's pretty much that's all the public knows right now. Just make a deck, pick a set. The commander has to be from that set. All the cards have to be from that set. The lands can be from whatever. And here in the next couple days, I'll make a Discord place where people can submit their list for it. Pulled a guy in the chair out of Dollarama repack. Damn. Did you put him back in the chair, dude? It's pretty messed up. Okay. So we're going to get into this here. We've got LJL, I believe. Yes, LJL's Belisarius Call deck. And let's see what he has to say about it. Belisarius Call. From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength of certainty, of steel. I aspire to the purity of the blessed machine, or the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh as if it will not decay and fail you. One day, the crude biomass that you call a temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved, for the machine is immortal. Damn. Damn. Which, by the way, chat, if you haven't already joined the Discord, yeah, please do. Join the Discord. Are you recording the vid on Sunday or Monday? What vid are you referring to? For the deck? Community deck thing? I think that might be next Monday or Sunday. I don't think it's going to be this Monday or Sunday. I just wanted to get submissions in by then, so I could actually have time to go through everything. The quote comes from the trailer of for the 40k Mechanist banger trailer. That thing is sweet. That goes hard. Okay, strategy theme. This deck is themed around Archmagus Dominus Belisarius Call from the Warhammer 40k series or universe. 40k takes place far in the future, where the Imperium of man has stretched across the stars, and where war and suffering plague the galaxy. The Imperium, I'm going to zoom in really quick because my eyes are... Oh, there's that carbonated water. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. To supply the fight, entire worlds have been converted to forges of massive scale to produce weapons and armor for those on the front line. The faction of the Imperium that holds this production is the Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh my gosh. Headquarters on the Mars and the Mechanicus. Holy crap, what is going on right now? This is an insane backstory right now. My small brain can't even comprehend. Okay. Headquartered on Mars, the Mechanicus is a faction of tech-enhanced fanatic priests that worship the machine god, the Omnissiah. That's pretty sick. They believe in the weakness of human flesh and the strength of steel, wires, and machines. To learn more about the Adeptus Mechanicus, look here. Additionally, because of a great war and complications in the past, the Imperium, including the Adeptus Mechanicus, shun artificial intelligence, believing it to be heresy of the highest order. Fair. Belisarius Call is an extremely high-ranking tech priest in the Adeptus Mechanicus. That's actually really cool. I did not know that. And a highly controversial figure in his experimentation and skirting of order. While many laws, customs, and worship drive the Mechanicus and the Imperium, it is Call's belief that only the pursuit of knowledge should drive ambition, and that nothing should interrupt such mission. It is this belief that drives Call to an experiment by heretical means. Oh gosh, this The experiments are dangerous and looked down upon, but also drive the technological advances of the Imperium. What are the experiments, LJL? What kind of experience is this? Is this guy doing? And why does he make those little 2/2 Asteria? What are Astaris? What are those Astari warriors? Like, what are those? Like, lore-wise. This deck embodies the Adaptus Mechanicus and Basario's Call ideas to capture the same tech-augmented, grim, dark, steampunk, flesh-is-weak aesthetic. Each creature is an animal augment. Ooh, that's cool. And distorted by technology. Except for the occasional construct from Call's handiwork. And no cards in the deck depict a non-augmented creature. That's really cool. Other thematic cards include a Cyber Conversion, Resculpt, Organic Extinction. Proud of that one. The name of the deck comes from this trailer from the Mechanicus video game. Very cool. That is super sick. Actually, I did not know any of that, so that's actually really cool. Yeah, I gave the general a general recap for the 40k lore. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Holy, I ain't reading all that. He experiments with alien forbidden technology. He invented Astaris. Oh, he invented those things? That's sick. Love the lore. Astaris warriors, basically giant-ass marines with 2 hearts and lots of armor. Nice. I suspect that guy lives in a basement. Yeah, I suspect that that this guy, Belsarius Call, he's sitting there going, Yes, I will send out my Astaris warriors from my basement, yes. That'll be perfect. Damn, I was planning on joining the Patreon and submitting a deck, but I can't follow this up. LOL. Where's the camera, Nick? No camera tonight. I couldn't get the color grading right, and it's just pissing me off looking at it, so. No camera! I have no idea why I sung that. Win conditions, tokens, and artifacts, I suppose. Because so much of this deck is just about the lore, which is really funny. Favorite interaction. The deck is mostly a thematic deck. Gameplay was secondary for the most part. That being said, the deck still operates surprisingly well as soon as and has some cool interactions. There are lots of ways of untapping the commander. Nanoform Sentinel, Manifold Key, Voltaic Key, Sonic Screwdriver, 1000-Year Elixir, Unwinding Clock to get extra uses off the commander. And since the commander can tap artifacts at instant speed, there are some old artifacts that only work when untapped that we can make use of. Well, that's cool. We can make use of Genesis Chamber on our turn and then tap it on our end step to make it so other people can't use it. Same with Blinkmoth Urn. We can tap Trinosphere for our turn to cast our cheap stuff, then untap it with a key or another untapper going into opponent's turn so they have to deal with it. So you can turn off old artifacts like that by tapping or untapping them. That's pretty cool. If you have any questions or want to learn more, feel free to ask. I'm mostly submitting just to show off the deck since it's mostly thematic. It's not really about gameplay. But I'm still interested if there are any cards that I missed that are on theme for the deck. What do you want to do? Show off my deck. YouTube member. Thank you, LJL. And let's look at this deck. I wonder if there's any tags. Oh, that's cool. This is sick. Archaeotech. Augmented. Bionics. Call's Experiments, Divinity of the Machine. Oh, man, that's sick. Okay. This is sick. Archaeotech, we got Arcane Signet Mana Ramp, Azorius Signet Mana Ramp, Blinkmoth Urn, potentially Mana Ramp, Commander's Plate, Great Protection, Commander's Sphere, Great Mana Ramp, Felwar Stone, good Mana Ramp, Genesis Chamber. So you can turn this one on and off. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, if Genesis Chamber is untapped, that creature's controller creates a 1/1. Oh, very cool. So you can manipulate that being tapped or untapped. Because, well, I'm not going to jump right into there. I got to read Belsarius Call, dude. I don't know why I skipped him. I don't know why I skipped the big boy. I think I just read so much about his lore. I'm like, I already know who this guy is. 2 white and blue, 2/4. Tap him. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Create a 2/2 white Astaris warrior creature token with vigilance. And then you can tap it. Tap X untapped creatures you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them. Put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's pretty good. So we're tapping artifacts to make tokens, or we're tapping creatures to manipulate the top, not manipulate the top of our deck, but dig out some cards from the top of our deck. Okay, and he's an artifact. So that's cool as well. So with this whole Genesis Chamber thing, we can tap Genesis Chamber at the end of our turn to make some tokens, and then prevent Genesis Chamber from working on opponent's turns. That's really cool. I like that. Idol of Oblivion. Tap it to draw a card for a 2-mana artifact. Activate only if you have a made a token this turn. Pay 8, tap it, sacrifice it, make it 10/10. Lightning Greaves, good protection. Manifold Key is a good way to untap artifacts, again, to manipulate us being able to use certain ones like Genesis Chamber, or to just reuse our commander over and over again. Target creature can't be blocked as well. It's pretty good. Mystic Forge lets us play artifacts off top. Reaver Titan ETBs and does 5 damage to each opponent, and it's a 10/10 for 7 that crews for 4. Sure. Sure. Why not? Well, I think you treat it right into play, don't you? Oh, no, put it into your hand. Okay, I was going to say. I'm like, wait a second. If you cheat that right into play, that's crazy. But I'm sure you got, yeah, I was going to say cost reducers like Ethereum Sculptor. Might I suggest the Aether Spark to make him a little bigger, perhaps? It's pretty casual, and I think it fits the theme. Suggestion. Shorekai seems to fit the theme if you don't mind the pilot tokens. Ooh, true. If you don't mind the pilot tokens, it really does. Sapphire Medallion. Good mana ramp. Sculpting Steel, copy of anything we have. Soul Ring, good mana ramp. Sonic Screwdriver, good mana ramp that untaps artifacts. Talisman of Progress, good mana ramp. Good mana ramp on Thought Vessel. 1,000-Year Elixir lets us multi-use our commander. Trinisphere, as long as Trinisphere is untapped, each spell that would cost less than 3 mana costs 3 mana to cast. Oh, so we could turn this off during our turn and then turn... Yeah, that's really good. Unwinding Clock untaps all of our artifacts during other people's turns. Voltaic Key can untap an artifact. And Welding Jar can sacrifice to regenerate an artifact. Then we've got the augmented stuff. Chrome Companion, I love that. Esper Sentinel. Chrome Companion, I guess we'll read it. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1. That's pretty good in this deck with your tap and untap stuff, I guess. Pay 2 and tap it. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Some good graveyard removal. Esper Sentinel, good card draw. Ethereum Sculptor, some great mana ramp. Aether Swarm Canonist is a good stacks piece. 2/2, each player who has played a non-artifact spell this turn can't play an additional non-artifact spell. It's actually gross. Lita, 2 and a white for a 3/3 Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, untap each other artifact creature you control. That seems really good. Pay 3 and a white, tap it, create a 5/5 vehicle named Zeppelin with crew 3 and flying. It's pretty sick. Not gonna lie, I put the companion in there because he's so cute. I love the Corgi cards, dude. I love them. What was this other one? Malkador, Purity Overseer. 1 white, blue, 1/1. When it enters, make a 3/3 Phyrexian Golem creature token. At the beginning of your end step, if 3 or more artifacts entered the battlefield, you get a 3/3 Phyrexian Golem. That seems good. Master of Ethereum is some good artifact tribal synergy. Master Transmuter lets you return an artifact to your hand to put one from your hand into play. Phyrexian Metamorph comes into play as a copy of anything, including an artifact. Caesarean Infiltration, or no, Infiltrator. I was like, that's disgusting. It's Caesarean Infiltrator. 2 and a white, or 2 and a blue for a 1/2 flash squad 2. So you can pay 2 as many times as you want to get token copies of this, as many times as you squatted. Yeah, you're gonna have to squat a ton for this one. Work them calves. And draw a card. That's a $6 card. I did not know that. Gaiman. What about Mecha Titan Core, the ultimate vehicle? Yeah, you can freaking Megazard that thing. Skrelv, just a little creepy Phyrexian Might version of Mother of Runes. Spellskite, changes target to target spell with another, or with Spellkite. It's gonna be good. Tezzeret, Cruel Captain. 3 for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on it. Oh, enters. That's actually very good. 0 untap, or yeah, untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's really good. -3, search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 1/1 counters on target artifact. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0, a robot. That Tezzeret's really good. I've never seen that Tezzeret. Or at least read it. It's really good. Unctus. What's up, Unctus? Grand Metatect. 1, 2 blue, 2, 4. Other blue creatures you control have. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card and discard a card. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. 1 Phyrexian blue. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. It's really, really good. Yeah, that Tezzeret's wild. He's used in a bunch of CEDH decks. Tivit in particular. Yeah, I bet. That seems really, really good. For 3 mana? Sure. Bionics. 3 for a legendary artifact equipment, living weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and equips for 3. That's really, really good. Dusk Rose Reliquary. 1 white for an artifact. This one seems a little strange. Oh, it's like body parts. Yeah, obviously. Sorry. I was still caught up on the last one, on the augmented stuff. Dusk Rose Reliquary, 1 white artifact. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Ward 2, when it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature until it leaves the battlefield. That's pretty good, actually. Mind Stone, good card draw, and not great card draw, but pretty okay card draw, and good mana ramp. Skull Clamp, great card draw. Calls Experiments, Canaptic Spider, 5 for a 4/4 flying. Whenever another non-token artifact creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Fabricate lets us tutor up an artifact and put it into our hand. Foundry Expector lets our artifacts cost 1 less. Gold Mirror adds a white. Silver Mirror adds a blue. Riptide Gearhulk is a double strike 5-drop 2/5 prowess. When it enters, for each opponent, put up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls on the top of their library, third from the top. Ornithopter Paradise is good. Mana ramp. I was like, card draw. No, it's not. Nanoform Sentinel. 2 in a blue, 3/2. When this creature becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. This ability only triggers once each turn. That seems really cool, actually. Kappa Cannoneer is a bomb in this kind of deck. I didn't put Kappa Cannoneer in here. It looks like a regular turtle wearing armor rather than an actual augmented turtle. Master Transmuter has some of the art you're looking for, I think. Master Transmuter. I have that one in there. Oh, yeah. Thought Monitor draws us some cards on ETB. Steel Overseer puts a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. And Solemn Simulacrum, we all know what the sad robot does. This one's so sick, though. Divinity of the Machine, worshipping the machine god, dude. Cerebral Download, 4 in a blue instant. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts, then draw 3. Cyber Conversion, turn target creature face down. It's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact. Dispatch, tap target creature. If you control 3 or more artifacts, exile that creature instead. Divert Disaster, 1 in a blue instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, you create a lander token. I love the lander tokens. That's actually a really good card. Yeah, that's pretty good. Efficient Construction, 3 in a blue enchantment. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 Thopter built right in. 1 with the machine is perfect flavor. That's actually really good flavor. 3 in a blue, draw cards equal to the highest mana cost of an artifact you control. Organic Extinction, 8 and 2 white. Improvise, destroy all non-artifact creatures. Resculpt, exile an artifact or creature. It becomes a 4/4 red elemental, red and blue. Swords of Plowshare, good removal. Thoughtcast, good card draw in an artifact deck. And Voyage Home, affinity for artifacts. You draw 3, gain 3. That'd be pretty good for 2 mana. I can't lie. Untagged Lands, Ancient Den, Darksteel Citadel, Seed of the Synod, Adagia, Windswept Bastion, along with 16. What does Agadia do? Land enters tapped, tap for a white station. You can tap a creature to put a counter on it equal to that creature's power. And then 3 in a white, tap it, create a token. This is at 12+ station counters. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it isn't legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. That's really good. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that seems pretty good, if you ask me. Swords of Plowshare also has Warhammer art. Oh, yeah. That's cool art, too. Like bandaging up the end of a tank. That's actually sick. Also, I chose all the basics with the giant mechs in the background. Oh, yeah. That's so cool. Those are sick, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen those ones. Ooh, Uthros, Titanic God Core is a perfect card. It's super good for your deck. Well, let's take a peek at this Uthro, or whatever his name is. Uthros, Titanic God Core. Planet enters tapped, tap for blue station. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's a giant planet that's devoted to like producing mana, which is like energy. So it almost does feel like one of those giant like planets devoted to being a forge, like you were talking about. That's pretty sweet. Aether Spark. The Aether Spark. 4 for a legendary artifact planeswalker equipment. As long as the Aether Spark is attached to a creature, the Aether Spark can't be attacked and has, whenever this equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on it. +1 attached creature and up to 1 target creature get... sorry. Attach Aether Spark up to 1 target creature. Put a 1/1 counter on that creature. -5, draw 2. -10, add 10 mana of any one color. I mean, yeah, sure. That seems pretty good. I pulled one of these from this set and immediately traded it in because I had no use for it. I wasn't that into the card, but it was really good. What about the prototype stuff? Just to like play into like some of his experiments. Like some of this stuff might be good. Arcane prototype, letting you copy like instants and sorceries out of grave. Your white blue. There's not a ton here for you. This one, put a 1/1 counter on target assembly worker. That's not very good. Yeah, prototype would be a cool thing if there was more, like, if there was better ones for you to run. I love Arcane Proxy. Jinkataxia's Progress Tyrant? Oh, yeah, that'd be good. He seems pretty fucking augmented with his big, creepy-ass hand. Poppy Playtime looking ass, dude. That seems pretty good. Oh, what else fits this little... Escaped Experiment. 1 in a blue, 2/1. When Escaped Experiment attacks, target creature an opponent controls gets -X/-0, where X the number of artifacts you control. Not the best card. Super on theme, though. Escaped Experiment's actually kind of cool. Like Balsarius Claw's thing. Escaped out of the room. There's also the Sewer Cam from TMNT, which is good in this deck, but I can't bring myself to put it in the deck. Sewer Cam. What is that? Oh, yeah. He's kind of augmented, though. He looks like he looks like he's just wearing a backpack, kind of, but... Robotics Mastery. Bad card, though. Oh, yeah, he's augmented as hell. 4 in a blue, flash, enchant creature. When this creature enters, create 2/1/1 colorless robot artifact. Creature tokens with flying. Enchant creature gets +2/+2. Yeah, that's not very good. That's an uncommon. Yeeks. Well, I guess in like sealed, that'd be pretty decent. Pretty decent, not bad. Can't believe that was 20 minutes. That felt like way longer. Felt like I was reading forever. What about the Doctor Who command tower art? Ooh. No, no, no. Doctor Who command tower art. Now, what does that look like? Oh, like the inside of the TARDIS? I don't know, maybe. That is pretty cool. That one's actually kind of sick. Escaped Experiment and Robotics Mastery are a great suggestion. I love those. Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. It's not bad. Just kind of typing in words that match with your vibe. Augment. It was kinda. Well, Cyberman Patrol, dude. They're like old school in the early 90s augmented. Artifact creatures you control have a flick 3. Whenever a creature with a flick 3 becomes blocked, defending player loses 3. That's actually really cool. Aren't the Astaris things to artifacts? They're not. That sucks. This is a pretty cool card, though. Planar Incision? Yeah, blink card with a big Jin-Gitaxias on the front of it. It's not bad. I don't know what we'd be blinking necessarily. But for the sake of the art and stuff, definitely works. Koldatha Forge Master, that would be a really good one. Sack 3 artifacts, search your library for an artifact and put it into play. That seems really good. Just found Desculpting Blast, and that card has some awesome art. Desculpting Blast. Ooh! Wow, that has some really nice art. I like that a lot. The Great Synthesis. Oh, yeah. This Jin-Gitaxias would be pretty good, too. Looks like a big experiment's happening on the back, too. Yeah, those would be good in here. Mycosynth Lattice. I mean, you can't go wrong with that in an artifact deck. All permanents are artifacts. All cards that aren't on the battlefield are artifacts. Players may spend mana as though it were any mana of any color. Serum Snare. Ooh. 1 in the blue, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If that permanent had a mana value 3 or less, proliferate. That's not bad. Can we get some music going? Oh, yeah, we can. Sorry about that. I forgot about that. Let me turn this back on for you. Can you guys hear that? Play some of your beats, Nick. I don't have very many beats to play right now. No, it's muted. Oh, it's a little quiet. Okay, I'll turn it up. Can you hear that? Grafted War Gear. Yeah, my throat is pause. A little fucked up. 3 for an equipment that equips for 0. Equipped creature gets +3/+2 whenever a grafted war gear becomes unattached from a permanent and sacrifice that permanent. That is pretty good on theme, honestly. Sensor Splicer. Sensor Splicer's here. You might as well come in. The 4 and a white 1/1 enters, makes a 3/3. Golems have. Oh. Holy hiccups. Golems have vigilance. Abuelo's Awakening. 3, no, X3 and a white. Sorcery, return target artifact or non-aura enchantment. Oh, the art, though. I don't think this would make it in because of the art. Soul Conduit. Ooh, this seems like some good art for you. This guy's doing some experiments on a guy right there. 6 for an artifact, pay 6, tap it, 2 target players exchange life totals. Sure. I think he has Caduceus or whatever. I think he has that in here, but maybe not. No, never mind. I completely thought of a different name. Yeah, the art though has 2 normal guys. I think he wants all the art to have something like grafted or like some kind of mutation or like technology being used. Golem Foundry. That could be kind of cool. Put charge counters on it for artifacts. Make 3/3s by removing charge counters. Sure. Sensor Splicer's art is awesome. I love that. Deep Analysis. Oh, Deep Analysis would be good. Deep Anal. This is 3 in a blue. Oh, but that's the art. I don't know about the art though. There's not like anything unless there's some really crazy, some good art on the. Oh, yeah. That's not really anything augmented, but that is kind of cool art. Ooh, whoa, this is cool. I never saw this. Specifically the other art, yeah. The thing is, the staff is similar to what Call uses. That's what I thought of. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, the staff kind of looks like the one Belsarius uses. That's cool. Simulacrum synthesizer. Oh, yeah. Simulacrum synthesizer. 2 in a blue. When it enters scry 2, whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/0 colorless construct with this creature gets 1/1 for each artifact you control. Absolutely busted. Anchor to Reality is on the art. Might not cut it though. Or rather, with Tech Priest would use. I also love Nexus of Becoming. This is pretty cool. 6 artifact at the beginning of combat on your turn. Draw a card. Then you may exile an artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. If you do, create a token that's a copy of the exiled card, except it's a 3/3 golem. I like that too. It's actually really cool. Chrome Host Seed Shark. Oh, I'm not a huge... Oh, never mind. Because this is an augmented shark, and that is really sick on this for this deck, actually. Does this thing have, like, leeches or whatever underneath it? Like feeding on it? Like, what are all these things on the bottom half of it? I never noticed that. Ashnod's Transmigrant. Ooh. 1 for an artifact. Tap it, sacrifice it, put a 1/1 counter on target non-artifact creature. That artifact or that creature becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. It's pretty cool. I bet those are the incubator tokens. I don't know why. I don't know, but Phyrexian Sharks is pretty on theme. Yeah, it really is. I like that. Encroaching Mycosynth. 3 in a blue artifact. Non-land permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true for permanent spells you control and non-land permanents you control that aren't on the battlefield. That's cool. That seems good. I like that. How do we feel about Mindslaver for this? Ooh. I mean, that guy's getting pretty augmented by that thing. If I don't say so myself. Etched Champion. I like me a good Etched Champion. I'll be honest. 3 for a 2/2 has protection from all colors as long as you have 2 or more artifacts. Or 3 or more artifacts. Feel like either of the Warhammer Wayfarer's baubles could be in here. Oh. Which ones? Oh, yeah, the Warhammer ones. Why not? Yeah, those are pretty friggin' sick, too. We gotta play more Mindslaver. It's been long enough. Throwback to Etched Champion. My very first deck was a 60-card deck with this. Kindathor. Did it happen to have been the deck? Did it happen to be Tempered Steel? Was this your first deck? Because this was also not one of my first, but one of my favorite standard decks I ever built was Tempered Steel. I absolutely loved. You just run Ornithopters, the other ones, and then Tempered Steels. Oh, it was so fun. Tempered Steel might be good in your deck too. Actually, this guy's augmented and given all your artifacts +2/+2. Why not? Did anyone mention Master Splicer? I don't think so. No. 3 in white, 1/1. Golems get 1/1, makes a golem. Love that. Yeah, Tempered Steel is steel with some red. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh yeah, did you run the one where you have to sack an artifact and make 3/1/1 goblins? The 2 mana sack an artifact for 5 and 1 red for 4 metalcraft. Yeah, that shit's so good. You better not be in there master splicing. I'm not. I'm studying. I'm studying. Oh, nuh-uh. This one was sick. Koldatha, I think is... Yeah, Koldatha Rebirth was the deck that I remember too. 1 red, sack an artifact as an additional cost, put 3/1/1 red goblins. So you'd play Ornithopter first turn, and then you'd pay 1 red to sack Ornithopter, and you'd have 3/1/1 red goblins on turn 1. It's pretty good. And then you just did the same thing turn 2, and then like Goblin Guided, and it was like, yeah, I have 8 power on board turn 2. What's wrong with that? Swift reconfiguration. Ooh, that's cool. It's like a bear becoming a machine. 1 white for an enchantment aura, flash, enchant creature or vehicle. Enchant permanent is a vehicle with crew 5 and loses all other card types. That's pretty fucking good, actually. Norn's Decree. Norn's Decree. Yeah, my best friend got me into Magic with that red-white artifact deck. And then once I got into Commander, it's all I've ever played. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's around the time that I started playing Commander 2 was around the Phyrexia set. And Mirrodin and all that. Mirrodin Besieged. 2 in a white, you kind of got an augmented Ajani there. He looks badass in that armor. Whenever 1 or more creatures an opponent controls deals combat damage to you, that opponent gets a poison counter. Whenever a player attacks, if 1 or more players being attacked are poisoned, the attacking player draws a card. Huh. That's kind of a cool card. Also, Swift Recon is an amazing card. You guys keep recommending Norn's Decree for non-poison decks. That's just how it goes, dude. This card's got to be played more. The one you were just looking at, LOL. Oh, I know. I just wanted to pull it up again, though. That is a cool card, because I'm actually kind of wanting to pick one of these up. Because that is really good removal. Reshape. I think Reshape is in here, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. X and 2 blue. Sorcery is an additional cost to cast a spell. Sack an artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value X or less and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Norn's Decree is on theme, though. True. Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Ooh, that would be cool to, like, represent one of his experiments. I don't know if the art has someone... he's, like, augmented, kind of, but not with machine. Which is unfortunate. What about Norn's Anix? These guys are augmented. These guys look like they got like some machines to them. People can't attack you unless they pay some of the most metal mana cost in the game, dude. Come on. I need to get a Norn's Anix, actually. I need one of these for Kelsian. I need one of these for Kelsian. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. LJL, I hope you got some good recommendations. I am going to run downstairs, grab another water, grab a little snack, and then we're going to jump in to the next deck, which is going to be... Let me pull that up for you. The Dragon, submitted by Alex KV. Just played a game of Commander with this guy. Funny dude. And I'm excited to see his deck, because he said it was a really creative way to build the Dragon. So I'm excited to see what that means. Someone in Chat said Thunderstaff. Thunderstaff! Creature would deal combat damage to per 1 of that damage. Attacking creature control. That's not bad. That's not terrible. It's okay. Sounds like you're saying Norn's anus. Norn's anus. What the? I need this. $5. It's a changeling deck. $5. It's a changeling deck. All right, dude. You're betting $5 it's a changeling deck? We will see when I get back. Chat, keep each other busy. I will be right back. Hello? Hello, hello? Now give big boy a minute to catch his breath. Give big boy a second to catch his breath, alright? Scared the shit out of me, bro. Welcome back, Nick. Thought someone was outside. Nope. Just me inside, breathing heavy. That's about it. I got myself a cup of coffee to hopefully help with this dry ass throat. And a nice croissant. A little chicken salad on a croissant. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out real quick. There you go, my guy. I'll even pin it for you. I'm even willing to pin that shit for you. Yeah, a cup of coffee, little egg salad. No, not egg salad, chicken salad. Little chicken salad on the croissant. Little egg coffee. No, no, just normal coffee. Don't worry. I am like talking a mile a minute, dude. It's because my throat is always dry. Every time I go live. It's like... I don't know how you put up with me. I don't know how you put up with it. Oh, but the chicken salad gang is right behind me. They're ride or dies. I think we can both agree that the ham salad gang has something wrong with them. They got something screwed up. Something ain't right with the ham salad gang. Okay. So Alex has an Dragon deck. Strategy and theme. Utilizing the death triggers of the Sky and Star Dragons by abusing the legendary rule. The deck is a fun spin on the Dragon, using it only for the discount passive and Wooburg colors. Hold on, I got a good one for you. Good burp coming up. Hold on. There we go. Optimize casual. Win condition. Kakusho the Evening Star, Blade of Selves, Rite of Replication, Junji the Midnight Sky, Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, those all seem very, very good. Nick is gassy. Dude, you don't even know the half of it. I think my highest record was like 18 in a row belches, where I was like, what is happening in my body right now? I know what's happening. It's the non-stop swallowing air and chugging carbonated drinks. Mainly water. Not even mainly water. I don't even drink pop. I can't remember the last time I had a pop. I just drink a lot of carbonated water. Yeah, in before Shadow Flame Conjuring. What is happening with all these burps? Flame Shadow Conjuring. Flame Shadow Conjuring. 3 and a red enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 red. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that thing, except you have to sack it at the end of turn against haste. That's really, really good. Is that already in here? No, it's not, and it needs to be. That's really, really good in here. Okay, let's jump into it. The Dragon, 4 and Wooburg for a 10/10, as long as the Dragon is in your command zone or on the battlefield, so pretty much always, unless you've oublieted it. Other dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Flying, whenever 1 or more dragons you control attacks, draw that many cards, then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Yeah, so we're pretty much just using it for the cost reduction and the Wooburg, they said, which is kind of interesting. We got 2 burn effects, Terror of the Peaks and Warstorm Surge, which are both going to turn our big dragons ETBing into tons of direct damage. As far as card draw is concerned, we got Groot's Uprising benefiting us for having big creatures, Morbid Opportunist benefiting us when creatures die. Mystic Remora is pretty much just a heuristic study for 1 with a cumulative upkeep. Night's Whisper, draw 2, lose 2. Ponder. Look at the top 3, put them back in any order, then draw or shuffle, draw a card. Xyrus, 2 and a green, a blue, and a red, 3/5 flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card except for the first one they draw each turn, create a 1/1 green snake. Whenever Xyrus, the Writhing Storm, deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. Is he a dragon? Oh, he's a snake leviathan. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Well, that one's interesting, isn't it? Let's see what we got here. Oh, that one's exile. It needs to be sacrificed. There's other things. One sec. Molten Echoes also works instead of Flame Shadow Conjuring. Molten Echoes. 2 and 2 red enchantment. Choose a creature type. Whenever a non-token creature of the chosen type enters, create a token that's a copy of it. That's nuts in this deck. Yeah, Molten Echoes definitely needs to go in here. Copy the triggers of our... Well, let's read those dragons first, because that's a big part of this deck. Les Dragoons. We're running these dragons that all have death triggers, and we're going to copy these dragons and cause their legend rule to trigger, so we have to sack one so we can get their death triggers over and over and over again for value. Atsushi can let you exile off top for impulse draw, create 3 treasures. Junji can drain each opponent for 2 and have them discard 2 or reanimate something. Carry can return a number of instants or non-land permanents that cost 6 or less from your graveyard, or mill 6 cards and return an instant or sorcery from your graveyard, 2 of them. Kaiego, when she dies, can gain control of target creature. Kakusho drains everybody for 5 and gains you the amount everyone lost. Kura lets you search for up to 3 lands and put them into your hand, or make an XX equal to the number of lands you control. And Yorsai, when they die, has target players skip their next untap step and then tap 5 permanents that player controls. Sure. All of these are going to be very, 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 very good at, you know, doing their thing. 3 Hoenn, another Mirror Room Fractured Realm deck. Dude, it goes in everything. It really does go in everything. Mirror Room. Play Mirror Room to just get another dragon copy, and then triggered abilities. You get doubled triggered abilities once you get Fractured Realm. So all your dragon deaths, you get double those abilities now, and it's just another way to get a quick death trigger with the Mirror Room. 3 Hoenn, great call out there. I think it's fine if it exiles, since you'll be sacking them to Legend Rule most of the time instead. True. Fiery Emancipation and City on Fire for even more burn. Three and 3 red. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage instead. Yeah, and then City on Fire is same deal. That seems really good. Lifeline. 5 artifact. Whenever a creature is put into the graveyard and a creature is in play, return that creature from your graveyard to play at the end of turn. What? Ooh, that's a cool ass card. As a reanimated player, I like that. Up the beanstalk for draw. That'd be good. When it enters, draw, and then whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater. That seems really, really good. Echoing Assault, Kiki Jiki, Fire Crystal, felled into the 3rd path. Echoing Assault. 4 and a red. Creature tokens you control have menace. Whenever you attack a player, choose target non-token creature that's attacking that player. Create a token copy that's a 1/1 instead. That seems pretty good to get some dragons and sack them. Kiki Jiki, of course, the goblin you can tap to make a copy of something. It seems really good. Fire Crystal. What is that one doing? Red spells cost 1 less. Creatures you control have haste. Pay 4 and 2 red. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end. That's perfect. Even more cost reduction for your red dragons. Yeah, that's actually really good. Lifeline is global, FYI. Oh, yeah. It seems really cool, though. I like that. Old school, I played so much with Durig Urza. Wait, but Lifeline is unusable now. Oh, Arthion. That's the one I was trying to think of. I was like, who's the guy that makes like 5? Yeah, this dude. Create a token that's a copy of another creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. 1 in a red. Or you can pay 6 and 3 red to make 5 copies of something. Yeah, this could just be a straight up win con in your deck. This is actually... Oh, Orthion's really cool, actually. I want to pick one of him up and find a deck to run him in. Yeah, that'd be pretty explosive. Yeah, that's really good. What was the other one the guy set up there? Felled into the 3rd path. Felden could be cool because you could let the OG dragon go to grave and then keep your token one that you make with like one of your clone effects. And then start Feldening token copies of one of the real one in your grave back into play to keep getting the sack trigger over and over again. That'd be pretty good. And you can copy that ability. Oh, Rihanna? Dinah hair. Oh, yeah. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though they have haste. When you next activate an ability this turn by spending 4 or more mana to activate it, copy that ability. I mean, that would be pretty good with Dinah hair, yeah. The, Orthion. That'd be busted. Dinah hair for the deck you want to put him in. Katie, I'm outside. Okay. Outside where? My door? Outside my window? Outside where, dude? I need to go back to this deck. So we got those dragons that we're sacking when we do clone effects. But we actually have to read the clone effects too. So let's see. Control C, Control V. So ways we've got to copy these dragons. We've got Alania, Divergent Storm, 3 blue, red, 3/5. Outside, just outside your crib. Well, I'm closing my window now because I feel weird. You stay out of here. You stay out of here. Okay. Alania. 3 red, blue, 3/5. When you cast a spell, if it's the first instant or sorcery spell other than wait. Or the first otter spell other than jeez. Alania, you've cast this turn. You may have target opponent draw a card. If you do, copy that spell. So you're trying to copy some of your spells that are copying your creatures with her. That's a good idea. Blade of Selves seems disgusting in this deck. Throw that on one of your dragons. Every time it attacks, you get 3 clones of it. Sure. Cackling Counterpart, flashback, make a token copy. Corporal Projection. Red, blue, sorcery. Target creature you control gains Myriad until end of turn, and then Overload. Whoa! Talk about a win con. That's really good. Again, copy something, flashback. Cursed Recording, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a time counter on Cursed Recording. Then if there are 7 or more times counters on it, it does 20 damage to you. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, you may copy it by tapping it. It's a really good card. Heat Shimmer, 2 and a red sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target creature, except it has haste, and at the beginning of your end step, exile this permanent. Outside your crib. Jokes. XD. Kirkish, Onaki, Ancient, and Liquid Metal Coating Torque can make 10 copies for an additional red with Orthion. Ooh. I forgot about Kirkish. Kirkish is cool. I tried to make a mono red mill deck with Kirkish. Whenever you activate an ability of an artifact, if it isn't a mana ability, you may pay a red to copy that ability. So you do what with this? Oh, Liquid Metal Torque your Orthion to then pay 1 red to make 10 copies. Yeah, that seems really good. Myriad exiles, but you can sack them with other effects or do the dragon's proc with exile. You sack the dragons because of the legend rule. So once you make all 3 of them, you'll immediately have to sack 3 of them because of the legend rule, and then you'll get their death triggers immediately. Kind of goes against the deck, but Maskwood Nexus will turn all the non-dragon creatures into dragons. That's fair. Oh, damn, I want to put him in my Rihanna deck. Copy the copy. You sack the copies to legend rule. Ooh, that's right. Doy. No, you're good. I do the same shit. I'll be reviewing decks, and then I'll be 90% through it and be like, wait a second, but how does that... Why are we even doing this? And then someone in chat's like, Nick, because the commander makes it so you can do this. And I'm like, ooh. Ooh. That makes way more sense. Quasi-duplicate, another created token copy, jumpstart. Riku, make copies of your instants and sorceries for Izzet, or make copies of your creatures for, not Selesnya, Simic. Rite of Applications, you want 1 copy, or maybe you want 5. Saw in half, destroy something and make 2 copies of it is insane. Destroy a dragon to get the death trigger to make 2 more dragons, to sack one of them to get another death trigger. It seems really good. Twin cast, copy an instant or sorcery, and twin flame, copy a creature. Very good. Graveyard Recursion, Mystic Sanctuary will get an instant or sorcery back from our graveyard. Rivaz the Claw. What is this doing for us? Add 2 mana of any combination only to cast dragons. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon spell from your graveyard. Ooh. When you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains when this creature dies, exile it. That's pretty cool for like a last. It's not even exile it instead. It's when it dies, exile it. So you still get the death trigger. That's really cool. Interaction, we got an offer you can't refuse. Archmage's Druid. Archdruid's Charm. Jeez. Counterspell, Dictate of Erebos for if we die, everyone dies. Dovin's Veto, good counterspell. Grave Pact, again, if our stuff dies, everyone's stuff dies. Haywire Might, good removal. Mana Drain, good counterspell. Twin Cast, good I guess counterspell, because you'll just copy a counterspell with it a lot of the time to just stop stuff from getting removed. Swords to Plowshare, Swan Song, Pact the Negation, Uvenwald Tracker for some good fight effects. Oh, wait, it's non-legendary. Offrey Ghostforge seems gross in this deck. Oh, yeah, it does. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other type. Yeah, you could just be like, actually, I feel like winning this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and make a clone of my... What's the one that makes everybody lose 5? Kakusho? Yeah. Make a clone of my Kakusho, sack the OG Kakusho. When OG Kakusho dies, Hoffrey's going to make a clone of it, and then when that clone comes into play, I'll sack the clone to the Legend rule. Everyone loses 10. I'm going to go ahead and gain 30. Does he have Flame Shadow Conjuring? I think that's the one that we recommended early on, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, Flame Shadow is the one that we were like, you really need to... No. Flame Shadow is the one... it exiles, but you can just like sacrifice it to the Legend rule anyway, so it's still really good. But there's another one that I think LJL pointed out that's like 2 and 2 red, where you pick a creature type. That one's really, really good as well. Draco Genesis. 6 and 2 red enchantment. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. Yeah, that seems pretty fucking good. You know what you could do? And I ain't telling you to do this because this is stupid as hell. And it's so much mana, it's not even worth it, but this is funny. What if you ran Draco Genesis plus Maskwood Nexus? Okay, so all your stuff were zombies. Because you can play 0 rather than cast your zombies creature spell. Oh wait, no. I thought Rooftop Storm let you cast stuff out of graveyard. Never mind. It doesn't do what I thought it did. Scratch everything I just said. Molten Echoes. That was the other one. Molten Echoes. That's a lot of combo protection for bracket 2, XD. I don't like Draco Genesis since I'm not really playing a lot of dragons. That's fair. Dragonback Assault. Three in Tamir, when this enchantment enters, it deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Landfall, whenever a land enters, you get a 4/4 dragon with flying. That's not terrible, but it's leaning a little bit too much into like a normal dragon thing, and I think he's trying to go for more of a sack these cool dragons. Continue might be good if there's sack outlets. Sack 4 dragons and bring them back. 1 and a white instant. Choose up to 4 target creature cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn and return them to the battlefield. Ooh, I like Continue a lot. I wish there was some altered art for it though. Jaxus the Troublemaker, another copy token maker. Jaxus the Troublemaker. Oh yeah, discard a card, create a token that's a copy of another creature you control. When this creature dies, draw a card too. Ooh. Jaxus could be cool because you could even make a token with Jaxus, sack the OG and keep the Jaxus token, and then put like your Blade of Selves on the Jaxus token, and then draw a bunch of cards. That could be kind of cool. Machias and Meathook Massacre 2 might be good. Machias actually would be kind of cool in here. 3 and 3 black, 5/5 Intimidate. Whenever a non-human dies, non-human creatures have Undying, so your dragon will just die, come back, die again. So you're pretty much just getting double all your death triggers. Animate Dead. I mean, yeah, if you want to throw Animate Dead, Reanimate, Dance of the Dead in here, you probably actually could do that. Ratadrabik. There we go. 2 white, black, 3/3, Vigilance, Ward 2. Other zombies you control have Vigilance. Whenever another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and it's a 2/2 black zombie in addition to its other types. Yeah, I don't know. The not legendary thing, though, doesn't really play into the sacking these dragons very well, does it? Well, I mean, I guess you could... No, I was going to say, I guess if you got multiple copies of the zombies, but they're not legendary anymore. Ravager Big's actually really cool, though. What's the ultra art for this guy? That's alright. Yeah. What if you ran the reanimate girl with backup? That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, her Arc Priest. 3/2 black 4/4 human warlock backup 1 death touch. So you can give a creature a 1/1 counter and then all the following abilities. So give one of your dragons death touch, and when this creature does combat damage to a player or battle, return a creature from your graveyard into play. This could be kind of cool. Buff up one of your dragons and then get back one of your dragons that you want to like copy and do that loop again with. I don't know. It does look straight out of Warhammer. I honestly just assumed this was a Warhammer card. That is really weird. It's a Dominaria card. That is very Warhammer. That's funny. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, what about the 2-drop one? There's a 2-drop clone that cares about cloning big stuff exclusively. Yeah, Deceptive Frostkite, and it's a dragon. 2 blue, 1/1 flying. You may have this creature enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control with 4 or greater power, except it's a dragon in addition to its other types and it's flying. Yeah, this is literally just a 2-drop clone for your deck. That seems pretty spicy, actually. 2 mana, like that's... And it's a dragon. That's kind of cool. Duke Older is funny. Ooh, yeah, at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and myriad. This is great in your deck. Duke Older seems fantastic. Nice. That's a low-key peak. Phantasmal. Oh, yeah, Phantasmal Image would be really good as well. Just another 2-drop copy effect. Because it doesn't matter if it's so easy to kill. You're just going to die to Legend Rule right away anyway. Annie joins up. 1 in Naya. When it comes into play, deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a triggered ability of a legendary creature would trigger, it triggers the additional time. Oh, this is just swap out one of your pieces of removal for this. And then you just have an also built-in double all your death triggers. Oh. Legion's loyalty is a little expensive, but it is really, really good. Uh, 6 and 2 white creatures you control have myriad. That could be gross in your deck. Annie joins up is so gross. It is really good. If you add the hyper expensive enchantments, go with Academy Rector too. Three and a white. When it is put into the graveyard from play, you may remove Academy Rector from the game. If you do, search your library for an enchantment card and put it into play. Ooh, damn. Yeah, that could be gross. Yeah, Annie joins up is very good. Oh, gosh. That's another one of those cards that it makes me want to, like, run Naya colors so I can run it. What was the other card that I saved that was red that I wanted to run? Hey, whatever. I'll find it later. Yeah, it makes me want to run red. It's really, really good. Annie joins up will also double the myriad triggers. So if you have one of your dragons, Annie joins up and Duke Older, you'll get 16 death triggers. Oh my god. 16 death triggers with fucking, what's his name? I always remember the name right as I'm about to find it. Kakusho. Every single time, without fail. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Y'all guys are low-key giving me peak recommendations. Hey, hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, Annie joins up is so good, man. Like, now I gotta find that red card I was looking at from before. That I said, ooh, this makes me want to run red. Cursed Recording is one of those cards for me too, where it makes me want to run red. I think it was a card you guys suggested. Yeah, it was. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is such an underrated set. And he joins up in Mirror Room. Disgusting cards. Yeah, they really are. People overlook it, but there's so much crazy stuff going on. Yeah. Thunder Junction did have a lot of great stuff, especially like the Vault stuff too. There's a lot of bangers in that from the, not from the Vault, but like the Vault, what are they called? Like bonus sheet that were like really, really good. Let me just go back through here and see if I can find that red card. I have no idea what it was. Super weird. Corporeal Projection is really, really good. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was Corporeal Projection. We got anything else for our boy Alex here? I can't remember what it did. I just remember during the stream there was a red card that someone pointed out or suggested or we saw where I was like, ooh, that makes me want to run red. I just can't remember what it was. I'll rewatch the VOD and figure it out. I see Ave Saw in half. Come Back Wrong is also decent. Oh, yeah. Come Back Wrong. I just picked one of those up at the shop because it was like so cheap. Like how much? Like a couple bucks, not even. Yeah, 29 cents. Destroy target creature. If it's a creature card, return it to the battlefield under your control and then sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, so if you don't have the clone effect, you can just sack your creature and then bring it back and then sack it again. So you get 2 of your death triggers from your dragon again. Or you play a copy, sack the copy, get the death trigger, come back wrong, the OG one, get the death trigger, it comes back again, sack it, get the death trigger, and stack 3 of those bad boys up. That seems great. Some synergistic card draw recommendations. Let's see. You're going big boy dragons. Oh yeah, that's LJL's got a great one. Disciple of Bolas would be really good. Sack a creature, gain X, draw X, where X is its power. Oh, Greater Good's a good one too. These are great suggestions. Sacrifice a creature, draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then discard 3 cards. Seems incredibly good. Momentous Fall is another good one. As an additional cost, sack a creature. You draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then gain life equal to its toughness. All these are very good recommendations for this deck. What about Sylvala? I always think she's incredible for any deck that's trying to... What's going on? Isn't that how you spell her name? Sylvala. 1 and 2 green, 2/3. Whenever another creature enters, if its controller may draw a card if its power is greater than each other creature's power. With all the clones you're making, I think Sylvala would pop off and draw you a ton of cards. So I think she'd be a great one too. Life from the Loam could be interesting. Return 3 target lands from your graveyard to your hand, then dredge 3. That one's okay. Dude, this deck just wants to be a zombie deck. You could run Cleaver Scab. Sacrifice another zombie. Create 2 tokens that are copies of the sacrificed creature. If only, dude. That's why we need that Maskwood Nexus in there. Yeah, Disciple of Bolas, Greater Good, Momentous Fall, Sylvala. You're all 5 colors, so I mean, like, what else is there that's like, you're running big dragons. Isn't there like a draw cards for like... Like draw for damage dealt or something like that? Ooh. Wait, no, Requiem Monolith wouldn't be that great in here. Rishkar's Expertise. Ooh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great in here, actually. 6, draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Then you may cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater from your hand without paying its mana cost. 5 or less, sorry. In addition to Warstorm Surge, there's also Stalking Vengeance. That one's pretty good. I forgot about Stalking Vengeance. It's an uncommon now, I guess. Seems really good, though. Same deal, just Warstorm Surge on a creature. Wait, why is Miram not in this deck? Yeah, what the hell? Hold on a second. Whenever another dragon enters the battlefield, create a token that's a copy of... Oh, except it isn't legendary. That's weird, because then you don't get this sack thing. Man, Miram's really perfect, though. Shadowheart. Ooh, yeah, sack another creature, draw X, Rex that creature's power. Yeah, that might just be one of your card draw pieces right there. I mean, that's really good. I'd say newer New Mizzet, but don't... most of them say lose life, not deal damage. That's what I was thinking, too. They say lose life. Also, Tiamat. Ooh, yeah, Tiamat would be good. 2, Warburg Flying. Enter the battlefield. If you cast it, search your library for 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat and put them into your hand. So you just get, like, all your dragons that you want to be cloning. That seems pretty good. What about Tooth and Nail? Just go real old school with it. 7, you may search your library for up to 2 creatures and put them into your hand, or you may put 2 creatures from your hand onto the battlefield, or you can pay 9 and do both of those. Just put that in there. You can also copy Tooth and Nail. You got some effects in your deck that copy instants and sorceries, so that could be pretty good. Oh yeah, and you can copy him with your other copiers. Yeah, true. And then just tutor up more stuff with Tiamat. Oh, that's a cool ass Tooth and Nail. With 2 dragons fighting, you need to get this one. Whoa, this secret lair was pulled/delayed, and this version of the card might not exist for the public. Oh, that's so cool, though. Damn. All right, we got any more suggestions before we hop off here, gentlemen? The Dragon Kami Reborn. 2 and a green. You may look at the top 2, or sorry, you gain 2 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Exile one of them face down with a hatchling counter on it. Then put the rest on the bottom. Chapter 2 does the same. Chapter 3, exile it and put it back into play. When Dragon Kami's egg or another dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature spell from among cards you own in exile. That seems great. Just your deck doing its whole thing, let you cast these things for free out of exile. That's really good. What's the enchantment that has creatures enter with a 1/1 of power 3 or less, but if there's more, you draw? Oh, I can see the art for it. It's got like a face in the middle of like a bunch of brush, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's one of those. Holy, I haven't been to a more active recommendation session. Thanks, guys. I think some of the mono green ones. Do It or Jeskai Enchantment, I forget. I think that this deck lived up to the original idea's expectation. Yeah, I do too, 100%. Minion of Mighty, Culligan Warmonger. Yeah, Minion of Mighty can help you cheat into something into play. Cheat a dragon from your hand. Culligan Warmonger. 2 and a red, 3/2. When it attacks, look at the top 6. You may put a dragon from among them into your hand, the rest on the bottom. That seems really good. Yeah, they had a Monster Hunter secret lair with almost everything being absolutely useless creatures that no one would ever play, so they pulled it to remake it. Hopefully they don't just drop it. Yeah, that sucks. That Tooth and Nail was sick. Elemental Bond. 2 and a green enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 3 or greater enters, draw a card. That one is really good, but there's another one that's really good. Isn't it the 3 green pip green enchantment? Yep. That's the one. Absolutely. We got good card ideas. It's a tree. Tribute to the World Tree. Yes! I was gonna say it's got a girl's face and like some bushes and shit. Yep. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2/1/1 counters on it. Very, very good. Kindathor. What is that? Indatha trial. Oh, Kindathor is your name. That's my bad. That's my name, silly. I just looked down. I see at Kindathor. I'm like, oh. That sounded like it could. Now, that sounds like it could be a magic card name. Random card's gonna give us a banger for this deck, dude. Wow. Kinda Thor, kinda sorta, not really. Kinda Thor is when you say when you have a swollen tongue and you're like, yeah, it's kinda Thor. Yeah, there we go. Kinda Thor. A little bit Thor, but it's alright. I'll survive. Alright, well, I think Alex got some good recommendations for this deck. And I'm excited. I think we got some good stuff for him. Fecundity is synergy, but it also gives opponents draw. Yeah, I don't know if us sacking dragons is going to be enough of a benefit to run Fecundity as opposed to like a token deck being at the table, because then you're like, oh shit. He's got Ashnod's Altar with a bunch of tokens, and I played Fecundity. That's not going to end well. Yeah, anyway, thanks for checking out the stream, guys. I always appreciate when you guys stop by. Hope you guys had a good stream. It was somewhat entertaining. And we're going to look up these last two right here from Johnny. We got Leyline Tyrant. 2 and 2 red, 4/4. You don't lose unspent red mana. When this creature dies, you may pay an amount of red. When you do, it deals that much damage to any target. That's not bad. You could just start making a bunch of copies of Leyline Tyrant. Inferno of Star Mounts. 4 and 2 red, 6/6. Flying haste can't be countered. Pay 1. It gets +1/+0. When this power becomes 20, it deals 20 damage to any target. That's such a dragon card. That is like the most dragon I've ever read. Have you considered Stargaze for this deck? Yeah, LJL is would like to have a word with you. Check the deck challenge chat if you guys have not. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't, go to the Discord and check out the deck challenge tab. And we're doing a all-for-one deck challenge. So you're going to build a deck where every card is out of the same set. Your land base doesn't count. Your land base can be from whatever set you want. But the actual deck and the meat and potatoes of the deck has to be from one set, your commander included, and the deck, non-land, has to be from the exact same set. So you could make a Outlaws of Thunder Junction deck, or a OG Ravnica deck, or a Lorewind deck, or a Dominaria deck. So have fun with that. And if you want to submit one of those decks, you can go over to the Discord to the deck challenge and check out where I will update that, so where you can submit some decks on there. Stargaze is on theme. The deck is about stars. True, the Star Dragons. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Thank you for the 2 decks, by the way. These decks are fire. Absolutely loved. Let me make sure I get this right. Belsarius Call. I think the on theme and like the lore of this is very, very cool. I didn't know anything about this guy, and it's kind of cool to know that stuff now. And very unique take on the Ur-Dragon. Really, really, really like this card, or this deck. So, good job. Thank you guys a lot. Really appreciate you. W stream, W suggestions, W decks, dude. W boxed. I don't know if you guys have seen that commercial with Adept, Phase Adept, where he's like, W boxed, man. That's like my favorite commercial right now. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. A peace.